Hello and welcome back. My name is Anik, and we are doing a practice today specifically for the hips, in the psoas, and in the lower back. So we'll get started down on our mats today. You can sit down on the knees. If this is too much, you can always place a pillow down under you. But no matter what, just finding a straight spine, allowing for the shoulders to roll back and down away from the ears. Maybe a hand over the heart and belly, or keeping the hands on your thighs. Whatever the case, allow for your chin to lower slightly down, extending the back of your neck, and eventually closing down the eyes if they aren't already. Start to bring your awareness to the breath. If you're breathing fully into the chest, the ribs, and the belly, begin now. And we'll start to take some deep breaths in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. In through the nose. Out the mouth. Last one, inhale. And release, sigh it out. Inhale through the nose. This time, stick your tongue out, release. Lion's breath. Inhale, second time. Exhale, release. And last one, inhale, stick that tongue out, release for your jaw, and come back to your natural breath. We'll begin to do some wrist circles, just moving your hands to one direction, to the other, and eventually placing the hands on the knees and starting to peel the knees back towards you. We're just allowing for a deep stretch in the top of your feet. If you're down on a pillow, you can just gently move and find the variation that you'd like. This is the second variation, using your hands on the floor, lifting the knees. Or you can go deeper, placing the hands back, lifting those knees fully. Just make sure that you're fully stretching the tops of your feet. You're not bending anywhere in the ankles. And then coming back up, curling the toes underneath, holding it here for a toe stretch this time. If this is too much, you don't have to go here. You can stay seated, just staying focused on the breath. But this toe stretch can be really intense as well. If it's too much, you can plant your hands down on the mat and extend the legs out one by one. Otherwise, hold it here longer. The goal is to feel a stretch in the toes all the way up towards the heels. And you can move out of it by planting your hands, tapping the tops of your feet, and then coming back into your toe stretch, just like I did. We are going a little faster in today's class. But stay with me, stay with the breath. We're just doing another breath here and then tapping the toes. Beautiful. We're going to lower down onto our knees again. Keep the knees together this time. Child's pose, walking the hands forward, lowering the forehead to the mat. You can roll on your forehead side to side. Allow for the jaw to fully release, separating the teeth slightly in your mouth. Just allowing those hips to drop back towards your heels as you go. It's okay if your forehead doesn't touch the floor. You can always place a block underneath if you prefer. And this is our first posture to release in the lower back. You can always walk those hands back towards your feet as well to make it more of a restorative option. If you do that, walk your forehead just an inch higher up to extend the neck. We're going to do 3 more breaths. When you're ready, extend the legs back one at a time. Find a little release. I know we've been on our knees for a while now. And then separate the knees out, mat width distance apart. Dropping the hips back, moving back into your child's pose. Deep breaths. Feel the difference in your hips here. And you can lift the wrists up, Move side to side, find a deep stretch for the shoulders, the chest. Maybe lift the head up, move it side to side for the neck. These are one of my favorites to release in the shoulders and chest. And when you're ready, walk the hands to the right. Stack the left hand over the right and exhale, lower down. 3 breaths here, nice and slow. Feel the side ribs opening up, protruding. Staying just with the nostrils. When you're ready, lift the head up and move to the left. Same thing. Exhale down. 3 breaths. When you're ready, lift the head up and walk yourself back to center. Go ahead and make your way onto your glutes, sitting with your legs crossed in front. We'll just take a moment to release in the hips. You're going to place some pressure on the knees, play around, maybe place the soles of your feet together, flap the wings of your butterfly here. Just finding a nice release. You can also windshield wipe your knees, let the knees drop from one side to the other. Nice. And when you're ready, we're going to go for some folds. Walk those hands forward and lower down. Your legs are not stacked one on top of the other, but rather the right leg is in front of the left. If you'd like, walk those hands forward and let your head drop side to side. Same thing, finding a little movement in your fold. This is meant to find a deep stretch in your lower back. Inhale, rise up when you're ready. And start creating some circles at the head of the neck. Start with small circles first. And with time, start to go a little bigger and to the other direction. Little by little, we're finding release in every joint, every section of the body. Go ahead and switch sides. We're creating square legs. Now the left leg is in front of the right. Go ahead, walk those hands forward, drop your head. Notice the feeling here, maybe in the hips, in your spine, in your neck. And reach forward, lift those wrists. Start to rock side to side if it's accessible in your body. Reaching a little further if you'd like, and eventually rising up all the way. We're going to go for some spinal twists over to the right, left hand on the right knee. Gaze back. Lower your shoulders down away from the ears. 2 more breaths. Gently moving to the other side when you're ready. Inhale, extending the spine. Exhale, twisting, gazing back on every exhale. Inhale, gaze forward and plant your hands down, moving into a tabletop position. We'll stretch the top of our hands one at a time, just placing a little bit of weight. And if you can do more, you can do both hands at the same time. And when you're ready, planting the hands down. Another option I personally love to take is just twisting the wrists so the fingers are pointing towards the knees and doing my cat-cows from here, but it's up to you. When you're ready, drop the belly, lift the chin. Exhale, round the spine, gaze towards your belly button. Inhale for cow, open the throat space. Exhale, rounding back, tucking the pelvis under. Keep going just like that, finding some fluidity in your spine. And eventually, if you'd like, taking some spinal circles over to one direction and to the other. This is a freestyle moment if you'd like to take any extra movements, postures. anything at all to release deeply before we move any further. When you're ready, rise back up, circle your wrists, and then moving into a down dog, lifting the hips, creating an inverted V shape, and starting to pedal out your feet, bending one knee at a time. Inhale, right leg lifts up, bend the knee and circle your ankle towards each direction. We'll do the same thing with the knee, the leg as a whole, circling the leg over to the right side, 5 times each direction, finding a deep release in the hips and over to the other direction. And lower the foot down, other side, left leg lifts up, bend the knee, circle your ankle both directions, and then bend the knee, circle your leg as a whole 5 times each direction. When you have finished, lower the foot back down. We'll go for some twists here. Your right hand is going to reach for the left knee or ankle. Gaze under your armpit and hold it here, bending into the elbow to pull in any further. Feel those heels drop further down and over to the other side. Gazing under the armpit, continue to push those hips back. Come back into your down dog, lift the heels, gaze forward, and walk or hop into Malasana. It's a deep yogi squat, placing the elbows inside the knees to control the opening of your hips. Instead of dropping down into your flexibility, drive into the heels, lifting your hips an inch higher up. And shine your chest forward. If you'd like to stay there, feel free to do so. Otherwise, right hand reaches out to the side for a side bend, or you can go deeper with a bind. If you'd like to go even deeper, lift the right heel first and then walk the other foot in order to rise up to standing into a bind and lower back down. Open up the arms and over to the other side. Same thing, you can stop here if you'd like. Side bend or reach back for the bind, or lift your left heel, step your right foot closer and rise up to standing. With control, focusing on the ground up. And lower back down, back into Malasana. And plant the hands down, heel toe your feet close together, forward fold. Gently sway side to side, releasing the spine, bending the knees, but eventually starting to extend those legs more and more as you go. You can also clasp your hands together, place them at the base of your skull. Use the weight of your arms to gently tug on the neck and spine. Eventually release. Plant the right hand down, lift the left hand up. We're bending deeply into the right knee for a twist. You can wrap the left hand behind your back. Gazing up. Exhale, lower down. Same thing, other side, bend the left knee, open the right side of the body, gaze up. Now the right hand is up towards the sky or behind your back. Exhale, plant the hand down, bend both knees, and roll up to standing. Beautiful. Rolling those shoulders back and down. We'll clasp the fingers, the hands together behind your back. Pull the hands down, open the chest, and exhale to the right side bend. Release into the neck. And inhale back to center. Exhale to the left. Same thing. Feel the stretch in your neck, in your shoulder. Inhale back to center, hands on your lower back, push the hips forward, open the chest, head falls back. Exhale, release. Clasp the hands together and fold forward. Humble warrior hands in your Uttanasana. Shake out your head, feel free to bend the knees. And inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, fold further in. Keep the bind. Inhale, gaze forward for your Ardha, straight spine. Exhale, plant the hands, walk back, high plank to low plank. This is your chaturanga with control. Let the elbows graze your sides. Inhale, the tops of the toes, lift the chest, knees, and hips off the mat. Let your head fall back. And feel free to do some hip dips side to side as it's our first up dog of the day. Eventually pushing back, down dog, lifting those hips. Three-legged dog, right leg lifts up. Bend the knee and knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. We'll bend the knee. Feel free to stay there or flip back, wild thing. From here, you're pressing deeply into both heels. They're all the way down on the floor. Open up the chest, lifting the hips up. Option for a hand over the heart. To get out, drop the hips first and move into a high plank. You can stack the legs, bend your right knee with your hand on the knee, or grab a bind with the big toe. Keep lifting your hips, going against gravity. And step forward for supported crescent. Drop the back knee, arms up overhead. Option for a deep back bend. Press deeply into that front heel for strength and control. Or bend the elbows for cactus arms. And exhale, plant the hands down, drop your head, inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, walk back for your half splits. Flex the front foot, peel the toes towards yourself. And you can rock your hips side to side as it's our first half splits of the day. Option to go deeper, walking the hands forward. Just keep pulling the right hip back as you go. Rebend the front knee. Place the hands on the inside of the front foot and swivel your back foot to the side of the mat. We're getting deep inside the hips, the inner thighs. You can reach the hands forward here, drop the head, and hold it here. Stay with the breath. It's only going to get more challenging from here. Keep that anchor in the breath, and whenever you're ready, rise back up, extend the back leg, and reach for a bind, thigh stretch. Open the chest, gaze up to help the neck. Release. Plant the hands on the inside of the foot, lift the back knee. Option to stay there or walk the hands forward, or going even deeper, walking the hands to the left side for a deep side stretch. This is super nice for the lumbar spine and the hips. When you're ready, walk back to center. Keep the left hand down, reach the right hand up, dragonfly twist, and moving to the outer edges of our feet. Drop the hips. Inhale back, dragonfly twist. Exhale, outer edges. Inhale, dragonfly twist. Exhale, outer edges. Inhale, dragonfly twist. Plant the hands down on each side of the front foot. Extend the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, extend the front leg. Peel your toes back. Pyramid pose. Again, big lunge and pyramid pose. Big lunge and pyramid pose. From here, you can gently step back into your chaturanga or move into a handstand, your choice. Listen carefully because the left side is slightly different. Left leg reaches up, three-legged dog, bend the knee, open the hip, flip back for wild thing, lift those hips, open the chest, again, option for hand over the heart if you'd like. Lower the hips and moving into your side plank, stacking your legs, maybe bending the left knee, planting the left hand on the knee, or grabbing a bind with the big toe, going against gravity. When you're ready, step forward, supported crescent, arms up overhead, go for a back bend, push into that front heel, and cactus the arms when you'd like. Exhale, lower the hands down, half splits, preparing the spine on the inhale. Exhale, pushing back, extending the leg. Keep your back as straight as possible. Rock the hips side to side if you'd like. Keep pulling the left hip back. If you'd like to, that's where you walk the hands forward to go deeper. Gently rebend the front knee and reach back for your thigh stretch this time. Grabbing the foot, left hand, right foot, open the chest, gaze up. And gently release, planting the hands on the inside of the front foot. Swivel the back foot to the side of your mat. Walk those hands forward to go deeper, dropping your head. Stay strong on your inner thighs, bowing your head all the way down. When you're ready, walk the hands back under the shoulders, extend the back leg, lift the knee, stay here if you'd like, or walk the hands forward or to the side to go deeper for that lower spine. Again, bowing the head down, stay controlled in the legs from the feet up. Walk your hands back to center. Right hand stays down, left hand reaches up, dragonfly twist, and exhale, outer edges of the feet. Again, 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, lower down, open the hips. Inhale. Exhale, lower down, gaze back. Inhale. Exhale, plant the hands and extend the front leg. Again, rebend the front knee. Exhale, pyramid pose. High lunge, pyramid pose. Inhale, high lunge. This time, again, half vinyasa or going into a handstand from here. And lowering down. Inhale, up dog. Shine your chest forward. Head falls back. Exhale, push back, child's pose this time. Take a little break. Curling the toes under, lifting the hips, down dog. 3-legged dog, right side. Knee to nose. Step forward. Plant the back heel all the way down and rise up, reverse warrior, right hand up overhead. Feel that stretch. Keep bending generously into the front knee. Exhale into side angle. You can have your right elbow over the right knee or plant your hand down on the inside of the foot or on the outer edge of your foot. All up to you. Left arm is up overhead. And eventually extending the leg all the way, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Option to wrap the arm behind your back. Push gently on the outer edge of your back foot for control. Gently twisting. You can plant your feet a little closer together for a better stance. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, folding down to your front knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold down. For a twisted pyramid pose, left hand stays down. If you need a block under the hand, go for it. Right hand to the sky. Third option is gazing up towards the sky for a balance challenge. Pull that right hip back as much as you can. Extend your spine, crown of the head to the top of your mat. Rebend the front knee and starting to move into a curtsy pose. Stack left knee behind the right. Rising up, hands in prayer in front of the chest, or you can go deeper, planting left hand down, extending the left leg out to the right for a baby grasshopper. Grabbing that toe bind. Inhale with control, rising up to marcher's pose. And exhale, lowering down, temple dancer, left ankle over the right knee. Option to drape your head down for a deeper expression. Hold it here and lower those hips more and more as you go. Feel free to shake your head out. And listen carefully for the next one. We're going to plant right hand on the left knee, rising up as if we're in marcher's pose. If you want to go deeper, grab the left big toe and extend the leg out in front. Whatever the case, whether your knee is bent or you're grabbing the big toe, gaze back for a balance challenge. And then switch hands. Again, either bent knee or extended leg out to the side. Step back, high crescent, lifting the back knee, deep stretch, open the chest, exhale down, half vinyasa, or option for a handstand once again. Inhale, up dog, exhale, down dog. Beautiful job. Inhale, left leg steps forward right away. Moving into our reverse warrior, reach the arm back. Keep bending that front knee and side angle. Elbow on the knee, maybe hand on the inside of the foot or the outside, whatever the case. Rotate your chest open, gaze up towards the sky. Your feet are planted firmly on the floor. Eventually extending both legs for Trikonasana triangle pose. Find that deep release on the inside of your hips, the backs of your legs. And exhale, gaze down. Bend the front knee in order to step your back foot a little closer and then extend both legs once again. Both hands stay down on the mat. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, fold down. Inhale again, straight spine. Exhale, folding down. Release the neck. Inhale, third one. Exhale, folding down. And when you're ready, twisted Trikonasana pose. Left hand reaches up. Again, push gently into the back foot, onto the outer edge of the back foot. Pull the left hip back, extending the spine up towards the top of the mat. And exhale, lower the hands. Rebend the front knee, stack right knee behind the left. Curtsy pose. Find your balance. Place the hands in prayer in front of the chest, gazing forward or moving into baby grasshopper. Extending your leg out to the left side this time. Dropping your hips wherever they can. And rising up into marcher's pose. Arms up overhead, right knee is bent. In order to lower down temple dancer. Option to drop the head forward. Keep your control, or you can stay here again in temple dancer pose with prayer hands. You don't have to follow with ego. Just listen to what your body desires right now, what it needs. Wherever it can stay put. Release the head, shake it out. Inhale, rise up. Left hand on the bent knee, gazing back, or go for that big toe stretch. Extending the leg, fully gazing back. This is a twisted standing hand to big toe pose. Eventually making our way to same hand, same foot, extending out to the side, or you just have your bent knee out to the side. Whatever the case, gently step the foot back with control, full crescent, arms up overhead. Feel that heart open. And exhale, plant the hands, option for a handstand or directly into your half vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful job, you guys. We're gonna lower down here. We'll be moving into some forward folds. So all you need to do is cross your legs. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, just like this, crisscross applesauce, folding forward. You can stop there. Or you can go into a fire log pose, which is stacking your foot directly over the knee, pushing slightly into the knees. You can stop there or fold all the way down. And then the third option is cow facing pose. So here I am stacking my right knee fully over my left knee, pulling the heels back towards my hips, extending my spine, keeping my hips leveled. One hip isn't higher than the other. You can stop here, tucking your chin down, or beginning to extend your hands forward for a forward fold. Whatever the case, listen to your body and stop at any point where you're able to hold the posture but still feel that edge, that fire, that slight discomfort to growth. And an ultimate option is walking the hands over to the right side. So I have my right knee stacked over the left, which means my hands are walking to the right side. Again, drape your head down, release the neck for a deep expression. You're going to feel this deeply in your lower spine, in your hip, in your psoas. And eventually coming back to center and release cautiously. You can windshield wipe your knees side to side. Come back to the breath. We'll go for the other side again. Now we have left leg in front of the right, crisscross applesauce, walking those hands forward, or stacking your foot over the knee. Fire log pose, stopping here, maybe applying pressure with the hands, maybe folding forward, walking those hands all the way. Or cow facing pose, stacking left knee over the right this time. Again, extending from the base of my spine up to my head. Stopping here, maybe tucking my chin down towards the chest ever so slightly. Or walking those hands forward for a deep fold. If you're in the fold, again, this is where you have the opportunity to walk to the side, walking hand over hand to the left. Lower your chin and see if you can breathe deeper, dropping into the posture more and more as you go. You've got this. Come back to center, rise up, gently release, windshield wipe, side to side. We're towards the end now, so you can fully extend those legs forward, really pulling the hips out from underneath so you can feel the hip bones on the mat. Inhale, extend the arms up. Exhale, fold down. Keep your spine straight. Extend from the base of your back all the way up to your head. And exhale, fold down. Wherever you're at, whether you're just grabbing the knees, the shins, ankles, your feet, your toes, allow yourself to fold in even deeper. Inhale, extend, and exhale, folding in, second time. Inhale, extend the arms up all the way overhead for the third fold, allowing this one to be passive. You can round the spine all the way. And eventually make your way down onto your back, lowering down vertebrae by vertebrae. Bringing the knees in towards your chest, hug your legs. Rock side to side, massage your back, or move into a happy baby, grabbing the big toes or outer edges of your feet. Again, rocking, making it a playful posture. Maybe extending both legs at the same time. And holding it here, deep breaths. Stack right ankle over the left knee. Go for a twist, meaning your right foot is fully planted onto the floor. The knee is pointing up towards the sky. Opening up the arms, gazing to the right side to help your neck. And feel free to close down the eyes. We'll hold this posture a little longer. This one is really perfect for the psoas. So the longer you hold it, the deeper you breathe, the more you're going to feel the stretch. Keep lifting that knee up. Don't let it lower down. You can also grab your right ankle with your left hand to keep it controlled and placed right there. You can stay longer if you'd like, or start to move to the other side, going into a happy baby first to realign your spine, and then moving to the other side, stacking left ankle over right knee, lowering your foot down. Option to grab the ankle. Now we're opening up the arm to the left along with our gaze. Deep breaths. Again, finding deep relaxation here in your spine, in your hips. Unclench the jaw. Relax the forehead, eyebrows. And coming back to center. Hug those legs in, curling nose to knee. And one of our last postures, inversions, you can extend your legs up and keep it there, or roll back into plow pose, or maybe meeting me halfway and staying in candlestick, just lifting the legs all the way up. Whatever the case, hold your posture. Make sure that those hips are over your shoulders if you're in candlestick or plow. An option to grab your hands together, clasp the fingers for humble warrior hands as you pull the hands to the top of the mat, making space for your shoulders and neck here. Relax your jaw, the back of your neck. And eventually, if you're in plow pose, go ahead, bend those knees, place them on each temple bone. Extend your legs. And wherever you're at, begin to uncoil. If you're in plow, you can grab the edges of your mat to gently control as you lower down. Legs are last to lower down. Inhale, come up onto the elbows. Balloon your chest up. Crown of the head is on the mat. Open your throat space. This is fish pose. Stay with the breath and exhale, lower down. Lastly, we're going to bring the soles of our feet together, knees splayed apart for supine Baddha Konasana. You can extend the arms out to each side, take up space. Feel free to stay here longer and longer if you desire. Maybe hand over the heart and belly. But at any point when you're ready to, you can extend those legs all the way for Savasana, corpse pose. Once you're in corpse pose, find complete stillness. Closing down the eyes, scanning the body from the top of the head down to the toes. Giving yourself permission to be fully aware of the breath and nothing more. If you'd like to stay here longer, feel free to do so. Otherwise, begin to invite some movement into the body, the wrists, the ankles, reaching those arms up overhead, bending your knees in towards your chest, hugging your legs. One last time. We'll begin to roll along the spine, using momentum, massaging the spine in order to rise all the way up to seated. Extend your spine up, cross those legs. Planting the hands together in front of the chest in prayer. Thank you so much for practicing with me. It's nice to be challenged, hey? Namaste. See you next time.